An alertly slide, stays in bounds. Now Russell Wilson, victory formation. Minkah Fitzpatrick 10 yards behind him as he gets the snap, takes a knee. With 1:08 remaining, he will have to do that one more time, and the Steelers will be able to exit Paycor Stadium with a 44-38 victory. One more snap.
How big was this? And, you know, you think about it, we can roll the dice like that in essence, and bringing in Justin Fields, who's been sitting all day long, basically. And he looked mighty limber there, obviously keeping himself warm throughout the contest.
Aggressive play calling throughout for the Steelers. 44 points. Wilson is going to take the snap. He's going to take a knee, and the Steelers are going to take a victory out of Paycor Stadium. A 9th victory. That is an NFL record tying, by the way. 21st consecutive non-losing season for the Steelers. They are now tied with the 1965 through 1985 Cowboys in that regard, but they are looking at a lot bigger prize than that by the end of this season as they improve to 9-3 alone by themselves in the AFC North. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and it is final. The end of the game. The Steelers defeat Cincinnati 44-38, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. The F-150 is the official truck of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Stay tuned for Steelers' first reaction in the Mike Tomlin postgame press conference. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
The Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network proudly presents Steelers Football 2024. Brought to you in part by 84 Lumber, a dynasty partner of the Pittsburgh Steelers. By Always Safe Flagging and Traffic Control, making traffic safe again. Call 412-301-2300 or visit us online at awsafe.net for a quote today. By Bet365. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. By Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice. By Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By South Hills Jeep, celebrating 50 years in the South Hills. By Clearview Federal Credit Union, get the financial answers you need. And by Columbia Gas, programs available to help eligible customers with energy bills. We are here to help.
Your final in Cincinnati, 44-38. I'm Missy Matthews, standing by with TJ Watt. And how big was it to get this win after what happened in Cleveland?
Huge. Just to be able to get back in the win column is nice, especially in the AFC North. 44 points, a whole lot of points. We knew it was going to be a shootout type of game with that high potent offense that they have. Really happy to escape here with a win.
What was the key to getting a lot of the splash plays that we saw from the defense today?
Just hunkering down and trusting each other, not trying to do too much. I think that's kind of what was going on early in the game, especially myself. And then just guys are hungry. We got young Herbie, we got 2-6. Guys that just want to make plays across the board. And we know they're going to be made. It's just about making them when they happen.
You mentioned Herbig. Coach calls him Mr. Herbig, but he told him on the sideline he expects these plays now. Is that how you guys feel about it too?
No doubt. We see him all the time. And he's continuing to grow, take leaps and bounds each and every week. And he continues to take what he learns in the classroom and apply it to the game field. That's what's so cool to see him play.
You hate personal records, but you passed Jared Allen. You're now the third most sacks in first 8 seasons with 106. You got 2 today. Benton didn't get the half, by the way. If you didn't know that, I know you care. What does that mean, if anything?
It's obviously a great accomplishment, but I'm just so happy for this win. I'm excited to get back to Acrisure in front of all the Yinzers back home.
All right, TJ, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back upstairs to you.
It sounds like a good plan. The Steelers will be heading back home with a 9-3 record. TJ Watt, a couple of sacks. Herbig with a strip. Watt with a strip. Preston Smith with a fumble recovery. Peyton Wilson with a scoop and score. Dante Jackson with an interception. All this happening in a game in which the Bengals scored 38 points. You just needed those big plays, and the Steelers defense able to come up with them while Russell Wilson and company were putting 44 points on the board.
That, everything was expected other than the 44 by the Steelers. It's just amazing when you think about it, that you had the opportunity here to have such an offensive explosion. This is so good because it's going to mean in the future your expectations running higher, running hotter, and you desire to be able to do this more often. So, just looking at this by in and of itself, I think it's such a huge accomplishment for them to go out and after the Cleveland deal, be able to do this and put that many points on the board
against a dangerous Bengals team, and this really a death knell for the Bengals' playoff hopes, you would think. Good, because this explosive team, let's get them out of the playoff picture. They dropped to 4-8 now,
right.
Perhaps out of the playoff picture. Let's go downstairs to Max Starks. Max?
Oh my goodness, you guys are so waxing poetic here. My feet are going numb, so I'm going to keep this quick. No, I mean, what a tremendous job. I mean, when you talk about offensively having to go put up points, they did that. Russell Wilson, as you can hear, the fans are cheering for him. He's running around the stadium, giving all the fans high fives. A heck of a performance, throwing for over 400 yards in this contest, second most he's had in his career. No better place to do it than the place of your birth, right? Since he's a Cincinnati-born kid. But I think more importantly, he threw for that many yards, and no individual receiver got over 100 yards, which means you're passing the ball around. Everybody is making a play at certain moments. You think about the big plays by George Pickens. You think about also the big plays by Pat Freiermuth, but also Van Jefferson. What a huge play in the second half to get that route on 3rd and short.